to rent it. And I said, okay, fine, right? He's been saying this for since October. And so he keeps trying to build it, but he won't sign the lease. He's like, I don't like these terms. I want 6 months of build out and ridiculous bullshit. We also have a partnership agreement where half of what he's building now, his media, belongs to us. But he won't tell us how much he's making and doing all these things. So half of the content he's creating, if you want to buy that too, I'll sell you half the company. He's not a business. He's insane. To me, it's worth very little to nothing. But if it works out for you, I just throw that in as a sweetener. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is he signed a lease with me. Right now he owes, I'm going to say in a short way, at least $80,000, if not $180,000.
I don't know if this is premature to announce, but you know that building that Jim Jones is in?
Yep.
I'm currently working on a deal to acquire the whole building. So again, it has nothing to do with Jim. He just happens to be a tenant. I guess he worked out a deal with the landlord for some equity, to give the landlord equity, and the landlord would give him 17,000 square feet. And then when he got in there, he decided to pay, instead he wanted to pay rent. And I guess he didn't pay it. Only reason why I know this is because now I'm, actively speaking to the landlord about acquisition. And I was meeting with him about buying the building. And he was telling me, I'm like, well, who's the tenant? So he's like, Jim. I'm like, damn. And then he was like, I got him evicted. He showed me the paperwork. And I was like, that's fucked up. But I still have to.
We're not going to be going back and forth with just about anything.
Yeah. And speaking of narrative, is there, Jim, for you, is there any truth about 50 buying the studio or anything like that?
I can't believe they still be asking you that.
I mean,
I'll tell you what,
come on. We've never really heard. We've got to hear from Jim.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
The rents due. Yeah, the motherfucking rents due. I pop up, niggas be like, who sent you? Came back for the spotlight, I lent you. Watch that talk, my young boys have been 10 you. To be continued. The G ain't in you. Here's food for thought. I put a rapper on the menu. Send you up to the clouds. Pack 'em up like loud. Him and them other 3 clowns, he around. Fabulous, that was Diddy's bitch. You talking tough, nigga, pipe down. Once you getting piped down.
Look back on where I became.
Did you miss me though? For real, because it seems like a thing.
I miss
his birthday party,
Puff, man.
Dusty.
Fashion over Fab had Diddy clapping cheeks. Jimmy's main hoe thinks he's king of the streets. Tell slaveys they owe 10K a piece. Nigga, your name ain't even on the lease. Rents due, the rents due. Yeah, the motherfucking rents due. I pop up, niggas be like, who sent you? Came back for the spotlight, I lent you. Watch that talk, my young boys will bend to you. To be continued. The G ain't in you. The G ain't in you. The G ain't in you. Evictions, locks on the doors, restrictions. Rappers turn podcasters and vixens. Albums don't sell no more, who listen? Nobody's paying attention. They still trying to get me in the booth. I make more money in this business suit. Feel like Biggie in these rooms. Give me the loot. You think you Biggie kicking doors, calling Jimmy the boot. The rent's due. Yeah, the motherfucking rent's due. I pop up, niggas be like, who sent you? Came back for the spotlight, I lent you. Watch that talk, my young boys will continue.
Doctor said I ain't ever gonna walk again.
No.
Obi.
To be continued. The G ain't in you. The G ain't in you. The G ain't in you.
Wait, in the mic.
Use
Jim,
the
in the mic.
use the mic.
Clear the narrative, please.
I tell you what. What was the question again?
It's 50 buying your studio.
It's 50 your landlord.
I tell you what. I haven't seen him. Tell him come get the grant if he need it. If he wants to build it, I don't know what the fuck going on.
collector. If I don't get the check, then I'm coming to check. Yeah, I ain't with long talking, I'm not into lectures. You niggas ain't from my cloth, different texture. Jimmy, get my cash.
I need all my money.
Jimmy, get my cash. Jimmy, get my cash.
I need all my money.
You ain't gon' hear no tough talk from me. I got different ways to get paid. Let's run it. 1 minute is I'm trying to change my life. The next minute is don't make me take a life. I don't believe you, you just talking shit on mic. So rapping ass nigga, doing shit for likes. I never gotta step in the studio. I'm getting paid off producing in movie roles. Y'all just acting like gangsters, but truth be told, I let my AI deal with all of you goofy hoes. Get my cash. I'm the landlord, the bill collector. If I don't get the check, then I'm coming to check. Yeah, I ain't with long talking, I'm not into lectures. You niggas ain't from my cloth, different texture. Jimmy, get my cash.
I need all my money.
Jimmy, get my cash. Get my cash.
I need all my money.
You ain't gon' hear no tough talk from me. I got different ways to get paid. Let's run it.
Jim Jones just landed in the middle of a wild mess. His landlord now appears to be linking up with nearly everybody Jim has problems with, and the timing looks suspicious. Ever since that 50 Cent drama, when 50 was talking like he might own the building, the situation has kept getting stranger. Now, Dame Dash says he is also in talks with the landlord, and that takes this story to another level. Whether you are new here or already locked in, welcome to Dripzine. Smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on your bell notifications so you never miss a drop. We have to get straight into this one. Jim Jones released an album called The Landlord, clearly playing off that whole 50 Cent situation. Everybody remembers how ugly that back and forth became. Jim was reportedly showing up at the building and kicking doors, while 50 Cent kept trolling him and asking, "Do you want to be friends now?" That was a cold shot. The drama connects back to the IFC factory, where the Let's Rap About It podcast is filmed. Jim Jones's landlord became extremely vocal during the dispute, making the whole business arrangement look shaky in public. Things got so tense that Mano stepped in to speak for Let's Rap About It, saying if 50 Cent wanted to buy anything, he was the man to holler at. Now, Dame Dash entering the picture makes it seem like Jim's landlord is collecting allies from every corner. Pay close attention because this situation is getting deeper fast. Right there, it sounded like Mino had a stake in the podcast. He was not standing on the sidelines. But as the months pass, this situation keeps getting messier because Jim Jones's landlord seems willing to connect with almost anybody Jim has tension with.
Beefing with 50 is good business. Numbers is up, podcast is up, engagement is up. Beefing with 50, I wish I would have known this a long time ago. We could go a couple more rounds.
No way.
100%. Yeah.
Were you surprised to see that, or?
I mean, yeah, because it wasn't something that I was normally practicing. You understand what I'm saying? You know, it wasn't about, having an issue with anybody. But since we got a podcast, let's rap about it. It was good for business. But he said he wanted to buy half the podcast. Now I'm saying if you want to buy half the podcast, I'm the person you need to see about that. I'm the guy you got to see about that.
I mean, do you think he was being like facetious or was
he say he don't cap? He say he don't cap. So I should be receiving a phone call, right? Saying, yo, what's up with this podcast? Because I'm the guy. If you want to buy half the podcast, I mean, listen, I'm the guy.
Right. I mean, we just saw Joe and Jada. We just saw Breakfast Club on Netflix.
What did I just tell you? Beefing with 50, beefing with Curtis is good business.
First, it was 50 Cent. Now, Dame Dash appears to be entering the picture, and that is where things start looking real shaky. As everybody knows, Dame Dash has been talking about opening private clubs and country club style spaces in cities, so he needs locations. After his bankruptcy filing, he has been moving like a man, ready to rebuild and make business plays. Now, it looks like he may be trying to get involved with this property, and that could turn ugly fast. We remember the tension that nearly turned physical outside Dame Dash's studio. when people pulled up and looked ready to settle things face to face. The wild part is Dame once helped put several of these men in position. They all come from that Harlem circle, yet now it feels like more people are lining up against Jim Jones. Dame then dropped what sounded like an off-the-record announcement. I call it off the record because even he admitted the deal was not finalized yet. Still, the fact that these talks are happening makes this situation feel deeper than rap drama. Dame may not have the keys yet, but he is clearly trying to get inside the building and this power struggle. Listen closely to what he says next, because this could explain where the landlord stands. What? That is wild. Dame Dash is claiming the landlord reached out, showed him paperwork suggesting Jim Jones had been evicted, and offered to sell him the building. If accurate, this situation is bigger than rap beef. The landlord appears ready to deal with somebody Jim has tension with, and Dame sounds interested.
This is premature to announce, but you know that building that Jim Jones is in?
Yep.
I'm currently working on a deal to acquire the whole building.
Dame also says he wants the property for one of his country club style businesses. That could mean Jim Jones and the Let's Rap About It podcast may have to leave.
I don't know if this is premature to announce, but you know that building that Jim Jones is in?
Yep.
I'm currently working on a deal to acquire the whole building. So again, it has nothing to do with Jim. He just happens to be a tenant. I guess he worked out a deal with the landlord for some equity, to give the landlord equity, and the landlord would give him 17,000 square feet. And then when he got in there, he decided to pay, instead he wanted to pay rent. And I guess he didn't pay it. Only reason why I know this is because now I'm, actively speaking to the landlord about acquisition. And I was meeting with him about buying the building. And he was telling me, I'm like, well, who's the tenants? And he's like, Jim. I'm like, damn. And then he was like, I got him evicted. He showed me the paperwork. And I was like, that's fucked up. But I still have to do my business.
Depending on what the paperwork says and whether any sale happens. Nothing sounds final yet, but the possibility is messy. I have to ask, why does it feel like everybody wants to pull something out from under Jim Jones? Still, can you blame businessmen for making a move when an opportunity appears? That is capitalism with street politics mixed in. Wealthy rivals have played this game for years. Instead of only trading words, they buy property, control the location, and change the power balance. That is why it is surprising to hear Jim may not own the space himself. Plenty of artists have earned millions, but making money and building lasting ownership are two different things.
If this deal works out, we'll also be opening up the CEO Country Club in the Bronx. Ben and Charlie, but Ben actually brought the deal. So they're the young generals from Harlem. So I feel like they'll be more in control over there, as well as other people in my family. And also I'm gonna open a school for the OSG over there as well. So there's that. And in this country club, it's $1,000 a month.
Some spend heavily on jewelry, luxury travel, expensive rentals, and moving from house to house. Meanwhile, the person holding the deed keeps the leverage. In this case, that leverage may now be moving toward Dame Dash. But here is the bigger issue. A lot of people are making serious money without actually owning the spaces, businesses, or assets around them. When businessmen like Dame Dash or 50 Cent hit financial trouble, they may still have property, companies, or other assets they can sell because they built ownership along the way. That is the difference between looking rich and having real equity. With Jim Jones, people are now asking what he truly owns after earning millions throughout his career. Even during the Kanye situation, Kanye claimed Jim walked away with at least $2 million. So the obvious question is, where did that money go? Why not own the building where your podcast and other projects are filmed? Think about the names under that roof: Jim Jones, Mano, Fabulous, and Dave East. That is major star power in one place, yet none of them appears to control the property. That setup leaves the landlord holding all the cards, and now Jim is catching heat for it. What makes this even messier is that Dame and Jim do not exactly move like close friends. So how would Dame owning the building work? That could put Jim in a very awkward position. First, 50 Cent was taking public shots. Cameron throws jabs from time to time. Now Dame Dash may be stepping into the business side of the drama. At some point, the pattern starts looking bigger than ordinary industry competition. It makes you wonder what really happened behind closed doors for so many people to keep coming at Jim from different directions. And now Dame Dash is standing there like he may be the next person holding leverage over Jim Jones. That is what makes this whole situation feel so personal. Dame is not just talking about buying some random property. He is talking about a building connected to Jim's podcast, his crew, and a major part of how they operate. If Dame really closes this deal, the power shifts immediately. Jim would be forced to either work inside a building controlled by somebody he has tension with, or pack everything up and find a new home. Either way, Dame would have the upper hand, and you already know he would not stay quiet about it. But let's be fair, none of this means Jim has officially been thrown out or that Dame owns the building yet. Right now, these are claims and business talks, and deals can fall apart fast. Still, Dame putting this information in public creates pressure before anything is even signed. That alone makes the move look calculated. It also shows how quickly hip-hop beef can move beyond music. One minute, people are trading jokes in interviews. The next minute, somebody is discussing buying the property where the other person works. That is not just trolling. That is a power move with real consequences. Jim Jones may laugh it off, but he cannot ignore what is happening around him. First came the jokes about ownership, then 50 Cent entered the conversation, and now Dame Dash is talking business with the landlord. Every new chapter seems to put Jim in a tighter position, and the pressure keeps building. Now Dame Dash says he could be close to signing a deal and taking control of that building. If that happens, what position does it put Jim Jones in? Does it make Jim look unprepared, especially with claims about unpaid money or eviction? We still do not know the truth, so everything should be treated as alleged. If this deal goes through, the tension could move beyond interviews and online shots. Dame and Jim already had a moment where things nearly turned physical, so Dame becoming the landlord could make it more personal. Imagine having tension with somebody, then finding out that person may control the building where you work. That is another level of pressure. Look, I do not make the news. I just break it down. Get in the comments and tell me what you think. Would Dame buying the building make Jim Jones look bad? Or is this simply a smart business move? Smash that like button, subscribe to Dripzine, and turn on your bell notifications so you never miss a video. Dame Dash could soon become Jim Jones's new landlord, and if that happens, this Harlem drama may take another wild turn. The lesson is simple. Ownership gives you leverage. Salute